Sorry about your bones.
If they are my bones.
Whoever's bones I hurt, sorry. Are you feeling better?
I don't have to think about how to get out of chairs anymore.
So yes.
So it's doing good there. The main thing is I can't like sleep. I can't like roll onto my left side in any way, or I'll be punished.
I'm sorry.
Things have progressed.
Yeah, when I broke my rib, like, that shit sucks.
Yup. An unidentified
like
injury where I can't tell what it is.
Maybe bruised?
All right. For future sessions, if you guys have like any NPCs you want me to introduce or scenes you want to set up, please tell me before the day of the game so I have time to set them up. I like having these things, but sometimes I can't make ends meet on the last day.
Gotcha.
Sometimes ideas just hit at the most annoying time possible.
Uh-huh.
I have returned.
Well.
Go away.
I was talking to Brew about the lawn. We finally have the lawn in a position where it's not just the worst lawn ever, which is nice. And we're getting trees delivered. Did you know that the county will deliver you trees? You can just get a tree for free.
You can just get a tree.
Will they deliver them to Texas?
No, you guys don't have social programs.
You can also just get them to send an arborist to assess your property for the best trees.
Yeah, they did that. And
that sounds kind of woke.
We're getting 2 maples and a bay tree and some other kind of tree.
Fellas,
Fantastic.
isn't it woke to have trees?
Trees are woke, confirmed.
Can bay trees survive this far away from their natural habitat?
The only bay tree I need is my husband.
Oh, great. I've been reading a lot. I do a lot of reading, guys. Reading is really good for your brain. I don't know if you knew that.
No.
So I don't do it.
Is this a recent thing?
I read Blue
no.
Sky and video games.
Those are the 2 worst kinds of reading to do. Social media and video games.
Yeah.
All reading is valid.
No, to answer Marty, it is not a recent thing. I am a big reader. I've always been a big reader, but I'm an even bigger reader now. Over the past year or so, I've been trying to replace doom scrolling with opening a book.
That's a good
Hell
idea.
yeah.
And I've done a really good job of it. And now it's gotten to the point where I have like completely switched over to reading on my phone and or a small handheld reading e-reader device at full time. And this because the latest Samsung UI update broke my Galaxy Fold and made it basically unusable.
Yay!
Love Forced Obsolescence. Exactly 2 years after I got it, the moment I became eligible for a new phone, they updated it and it basically stopped working. So
this is a bad world.
Yeah. My new job also, like, everything they use is on iOS, so I got an iPhone a week before the new iPhones were announced, but that's fine. I don't really care about any of the new features. So I have a 16 Pro Max now, with a really big keyboard case, which I really like. But I went through the process of migrating all of my Kindle books, my 200 something Kindle books, to EPUB format so that I could open them in Apple Books. And that took forever, but was very therapeutic because now it means I don't need to give money to Amazon to buy a book, which is just the best.
That's pretty good.
And I read 560 pages yesterday of a book, just while doing other things. Like in any time,
do that.
In any amount of time I would have opened Blue Sky, I just opened my phone and read like a page of a book. And then I looked at where I got in the book, and I was on page 560 this morning.
I don't think I could read 500 pages of a book in a week if it was my full-time job.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But are these Kindle these are Kindle sized pages?
I mean they are small.
I'm trying to
font.
discredit you in some way.
You're trying to discredit me in some way.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're like size 1, the smallest iBooks font you can fit on a 6.3 inch diagonal display.
You have
So-
a love for reading small text.
It's
I
true.
like-
That's why he sits so far from his monitor.
And his
I am
monitor
sitting-
is so zoomed out. Like he's got like ultra HD resolutions and every app is zoomed out. Like it's none of them
Yeah.
are like compensating for the HD resolution by being legible. Like they're
Correct.
It's actually a nightmare to look at his computer and I'm like, how do you read? How can you tell what Discord says? I don't think I can, and I'm here.
To be clear, I don't really use Discord on my computer for anything other than voice. But in terms of my screen, for those who don't know, I have like my office set up like a game room, and my main monitor is a 4K TV, a 65-inch TV that's about 6 feet away from me right now. But I pay for 4K. Why would I scale up everything when I
I'm gonna
want
use all 4,000 Ks.
I want
Yeah.
all 4,000 pixels?
This is the
so this-
argument against fixing the resolution of the interface in a video game after you play it on a higher resolution display.
It's just
I'm playing Deus Ex on a super monitor made 30 years after it was made. This tiny health bar the size of a postage stamp is the intended experience.
correct. I do that, and then I get to see the game, and the game
No.
is so beautiful, and I can fit so many windows on my screen.
No.
Like, this is what used to drive me mad when I was a kid. I had my grandparents' computer was like the computer I used growing up, and it
shows.
allowed for 1024 by 768 resolution, right? Like, we think of that nowadays, that's so small, but back then I was like, okay, I can fit 2 AOL Instant Messenger windows on my screen and my friends list. Wow, it's how I can have 2 conversations at once. But my grandmother would come and sit at the computer and she would be like, I can't see anything. And she would change the resolution back down to 800 by 600. And then I couldn't fit 2 windows on the screen. And I was like, you spent $3,000 on this computer and you're not using the fucking features.
Well,
Just
I
use
will
the
back
features.
Toaster up on this and say using your full resolution at 100% scale instead of 200 or 400 is the way to go.
Yeah.
But a
I'm
giant
not
4K
saying-
TV right in front of your face is not a great experience.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
true.
Not,
That's
I'm not
why
saying
it's
to
6
scale
feet in front of my
I'm not saying to
face.
scale up the graphics. I want the
But-
Blu-ray and or video game to run in the resolution of the screen. I'm just saying
Sure.
that then letting everything else auto adjust to be smaller that you're supposed to read with your eyes. Be like, I want HD letters instead of letters I can read is
Sure.
insane to me. Like, you're talking to the guy who intentionally this decade played KOTOR on console just because I didn't want to deal with how modern HD graphics made the interface illegible.
I mean, to be fair though, Windows
I want
DPI.
giant chunky text on the bottom of the screen because I have to spend the whole game reading it to pick out options, and I don't want to have to look for it in the super scaled down version of it that it turns into in 4K.
Display scaling though is just so fucked so often that like I hate running into the issue as well of like, oh, I'm gonna launch the game at 4K, but my desktop is scaled to 200%. Oh my god, why is my window off my
Yeah.
screen? I can't touch anything. Like
But
that.
it's also the case of like playing
pisses me
System
off.
Shock 2 in modern era, and the little clicky mini game you play to hack is like a little postage stamp in the top right corner of your screen because it was scaled for the resolution that it was made at the time. And it's
I'm playing the remaster of that right now, and it's a little tiny box in the
So-
right corner of the screen.
oh god.
But
Why do we have to look
Yeah.
at something so
gotta
small?
go
It's the
live.
only thing to look at.
we do need to go live. It's
could-
time. I'm gonna start
We could
streaming
put it
on my
off for
Twitch.
another week.
I think that's a bad idea.
I think people would be a little disappointed.
I bet that's not on their bingo card. Hi everyone. Hi. We were gonna stream this week, but I'm really eepy, so see you next week.
Oh my god. Don't scare
We know you guys
people
were really
off.
looking forward to it, but have you considered EP Key?
Yeah.
Oh,
Famously
bad.
known for getting EP.
So
Fun
before,
fact, I'm never EP. Whenever I say I'm EP, I'm lying. It's usually when the only time I use the word EP is in the context of I don't want to work on the strong anymore. I'm stopping. so I post the whip and say to EP, but I'm not. I'm wide awake. I'm just sick of looking at it.
before
I have a
we
sleeping
get
disorder, maybe.
before we get started, I did just want to mention I haven't looked at the bingo card yet that people did make because this is a thing that people do, but just so that people are aware. If tech issues is on the bingo card, you can in fact mark it off because Ka and I both had like, oh no, existential moments about 30 minutes ago.
Oh no.
Within
where-
the last hour.
Yeah, within the last
I didn't
hour.
know about cause. Is that why the server restarted?
Yeah, sort of. I came into my office right after work at like 6 p.m. about an hour ago, turned on my computer and it just started boot looping, and I was like, oh my god, if I have to reinstall my OS right now, the stream is going to be a disaster. Thankfully, I obviously got it fixed. I had a USB drive that I forgot about plugged into my motherboard, so it was just like constantly trying to boot into it.
Boot Loop is the less popular sequel to Goof Troop.
And Ka, we
know
have
about
a
that one.
we have a URL, we have a domain that we log into to use Foundry. That's how Foundry works. And I tried to log into it and I was like, it's saying the server isn't live. Ka, turn the server on. And Ka was like, and it turns out that Ka, while he was on vacation last week, his IP address, his static IP just randomly changed. So
Yep, they can just do that to you.
they can just do that to you. They can just fuck up all your servers and make it so that stuff doesn't work and you can't go to the websites you're meant to go to play the game that you make for thousands of dollars a season. So that was really scary. Thankfully, the fact that we're live means we fixed it. So you're
Hooray.
welcome, chat. We fixed it.
Unfortunately, chat is saying that tech issues were not on the bingo card this week.
Oh
Owned.
no.
Owned. Savagely
We'll be back
destroyed.
next week and we won't have any.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Correct.
Yeah.
I say this with utmost confidence. It's been a while. It's been we had a week off. What did everyone do on their week off? Give me your summer book report.
I hurt Keith.
Yeah,
Good.
I got hurt.
Yeah. We love to see that. Anyway, that's actually all I wanted to hear because it makes me
It was last night of the con. We were having a drunken fireball whiskey hug, and then I was like, "I'm still." And he had been teasing people like, "I'm taking Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I'm gonna fuck some people up." And so at the end of the con, dumb drunk me is like, "I'm still unscathed," and he turned the hug into a backwards tackle onto the bed, and I felt
became
fine
scathed.
until like I felt fine in the moment, but I felt sore going to bed, and then later on I was like, it was worse on the flight home, and then the day I was actually home, I was like, this sucks. It's actually much worse now. So it had a strange delayed reaction. I don't know how torso injuries work, but I got an X-ray and all my bones are still there. So
That's good.
so I don't really
You
know
don't
what
like
it
it when they
is.
vanish. Well, next time we will gently lean, but for now,
I am old. I'm so tickled by Rutger because he's like note for note the character I didn't end up playing. Like
oh, awesome.
entire
Crybaby.
He's very nearly the dog paladin-ish character that I proposed,
No.
and then you guys said be the villain, and I played that guy instead.
I don't remember saying that.
I suggested 2 characters I might play as, and anyone that did respond was in favor of evil villain protagonist instead of naive Labrador. Can I have a full name for him.
Which is
To Delusion, you think of it already?
No.
Rutger Howler.
Ah, damn it. I should have gotten that.
Uh-huh. I was gonna be like, I'll let you say it if you got it.
All right. The
Holy
episode.
shit, that's such a good session.
That was
is chaos.
crazy.
Crazy. Loved it. That was
I feel so bad for Rutger
I only had
because
1 day to prep, and we blew through everything immediately.
Oh, That's fine. Like,
No, it
for
feels
the people at home,
good with
Ka was
left
off on a
though.
trip,
Yeah.
so this is
Yep.
we're doing our
And
best.
we played a day
Oh my
early
god,
this
gift
week.
memberships?
Oh, hey.
gift memberships.
5 gift
Amazing.
I didn't know that feature existed.
Oh, Liam White gave it to us. Well, thank you so much, Liam White. That's amazing.
Incredible.
Yeah, so how do we even fucking start? I want to be very clear. I did not talk to Ka about a potential Rutger Tierney romance, but I am glad that people love this ship already. People are calling it mud puppies.
Mud puppy.
That's kind of bad mouthfeel. I'm just gonna put that out
I think
there.
it's fine.
It's great.
I think
it's
it's
good.
fine. You just have to
It's
really
adorable.
try not to think about poop.
Well, mud puppies are like
They're little
isn't that like a term for
amphibians.
catfish? Yeah.
No, yeah.
I think it's
Cute.
I think they have legs. I'm not sure.
But
Might be just like a
salamander
term
adjacent.
Catfish
for-
don't have legs.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying
Well,
mud puppies.
Okay.
I think
I
they're
know
like,
that there's some
like a
kind of-
salamander amphibian thingy.
Yeah.
So
Ah.
it clearly wasn't going to go in this direction with the importance of what was showing up here. But part of me was picturing like, was it just going to be just a pack of normal wolves showing up? And if that was the case, I was kind of DMing Ka, being like, oh wait, shit, like they're still arriving, and I was messaging him right before Gloria exited the scene, so I was gonna like do a thing where I was gonna
That's
pitch
just
her
no
like
monster.
Yeah, because like the wolves have a particular appetite for fowl, so I was gonna oh my god, we're gonna cut to a scene in the woods where it's just her getting torn apart by wolves, like
Oh god.
NPC versus
Oh, that
NPC
would rule.
combat.
No shock that the furry god
No, this is
is
better, though.
homemade, but I guess they've all been from homemade, haven't they? They haven't been assets.
Yep.
But this
Only
one particularly,
the
you
test
can.
session god
Yeah.
was
Oh right.
store bought.
That
You can see
weird
just a big-
Arceus
you can see the
Pokemon
big eye
thing.
on
Yeah,
his
I was
butt.
worried that we are gonna get airwolves again.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to make of the situation that we
No.
have temporary allies with the mud boots again, I guess.
I
We'll
would-
see what happens. It was wild seeing the turnaround of like the setup of Rutger and not knowing how much it was going to pay off immediately in the next action scene. But when I said I felt so bad for Rutger, I just mean that like at the end of this, if he survives fighting his friends and he survives fighting the Howling God, he then probably just ends up finding that Tierney was lying.
I think that there's going to be a long conversation between
It's
Tierney
no-
and Rutger.
There's no easy way of allying with
Yeah.
Tierney and helping him that doesn't involve seeing Valerian very soon,
Yeah.
if not during this fight, and being like, oh. That's
Ka,
part of why I was like
really-
hesitant to have Valerian join the fight, because it seemed like it'd make things worse in general, although he seems like he's been had by everyone else. But I'm like, what does Rutger do emotionally if 1 second after pledging allegiance to Tierney or defending him here, he immediately sees Valerian?
I mean, that's like the
It's
most
gonna happen next
interesting-
episode. Yeah, I mean that's cool.
That's the most interesting thing that could happen, right? Because now we know that in his soul he feels this like genuine undying loyalty to Tierney. Tierney was telling the truth. He hasn't broken his oath with the princess. He hasn't broken his oath with the queen or anything like that. Like, he called upon his lordly status, a thing that only Rutger knew, that Rutger knew he was trying to keep from everyone else, to try and de-escalate the situation. So personally, I feel like Rutger is going to be conflicted, but he's going to have to hear Tierney out, because, I mean, this was, if they've been friends for as long as they have, which is a while, this is clearly a pretty big moment for him. And Tierney, I want to be super clear, has the authority to grant lordship to Rutger. Rutger is a fully granted lord now. Like,
You don't need to get that notarized?
no, I mean, well, we'll get into it, but there were witnesses. A member
There
of the
were.
clergy was a witness to his knighting. Like, technically, Rutger is a lord, a newly knighted lord, and that is a big fucking deal, right? Like,
It is.
and so that introduces a new kind of layer to this, and there's a
Can we
lot
be
more
lords?
to what.
Can we be lords?
No. We can revisit that
Interesting.
question
Okay.
later.
So you're saying
fine,
you're
sure.
bribing Rutger and that's gonna work.
I don't think we're bribing Rutger. I think Rutger, out of anyone in this party, even more than Tierney, deserves it. Rutger is the most loyal and
Interesting.
kind-hearted person in the campaign so far. So, yeah. Oh, it's not a contest. I see.
This is an era where status is not earned but bestowed.
I hope you had voicing a full-time party NPC who becomes a fan favorite character was on your bingo card, because that's gonna have to happen. I guess you're
God,
Ka
people
hears
love him.
that, spends the first turn of next session having him get swallowed whole.
Getting 8.
No, Ka,
I hope you had voicing belly noises on your next bingo card.
Oh,
That's always on his bingo card.
Yeah.
Oh, I got the soundboard ready.
is always saying, "Oh,
I don't doubt you, actually.
No.
I'm the forever DM. I never get to play." Fucking Toaster hands you a silver platter, a pre-created fan favorite character straight off the bat. Here you go, Ka. You can play him. You can't tell me that isn't Ambrosia. That isn't fucking literally his one weakness. Ka gets to play the fan favorite NPC character that doesn't have to follow the rules of everyone else. That's just like a DM's wet dream, is having a permanent party character.
I feel like I've almost never played a tabletop game that didn't end up with having a DM character that everyone's stuck with. Like Gurgle.
Look, he knows his faith has been placed in the right person, because you told him he would not die in a cave-in, and he didn't.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is true.
Oh shit.
To be
Emotional
fair,
stakes.
Tierney was drunk and hungover and was irritated about being woken up by a big stinky dog.
Now hopefully he doesn't get his chest caved in.
That is true.
Hopefully.
I'm gonna just spoilers for the next combat. Tierney is gonna be protecting the fuck out of Rutger. It's gonna be rough. I think he'll do his best to protect
Toaster
the rest
has
of the
to
mud
finish the
boots,
campaign
but-
as Rutger now.
Oh no. I mean, I could, but we'll see. But I hope you have time to prepare and practice your voice of Rutger and figure out what his character arc is going to be, because there are going to be conversations in your Telegram inbox about what's going to happen with them.
God.
This is a threat.
Right after
Hell yeah,
this.
more toaster posting.
Yeah, more toaster posting. The one thing that Ka likes more than anything else.
Session 8 is just Toaster and Ka ERPing.
Hey man, that's a
Patreon
Patreon
exclusive.
members only exclusive. Please join to see that. We'll see how it goes. There's still so much to
fed
learn
himself
about
in more of a
every character.
management position.
I really like how good we've been at staying in character, like in
be
character
your performance
decisions this time. Because like it would have been very simple for me as Tierney to just like start attacking people, but I was like, Tierney wouldn't fight these people. He would just withstand their attacks. I am built like a tank. I am here to be a tank. Like, I have a ton of damage mitigation skills. I have a bunch of provoke skills. His goal is to do exactly what he said at the start of the episode, which is get them to listen to him and then keep them alive. And that was fun. And then even Valyrian, like, think about how great it would have been to have fucking Valyrian in this battle. It would have ended in 2 turns. But nope.
It
Like,
did make sense. Yeah. Like, yeah. For the
Keith
character.
stayed out. I think this season, more than anything else, we've done such a good job at playing to each other's characters and our strengths and like what makes the most interesting story. And I'm really proud of our ability to like do that. I feel like in the past we've done a pretty good job of it, but even more than our production quality jump, like I think you can really tell our growth as storytellers this time, being very willing to just kind of go with where the story wants to go and play it the way that it really needs to be played rather than how we want it to be played.
Yeah, especially because like the format is so combat oriented. The fact that we did our job to avoid combat that entire session was like pretty great.
Yeah.
Ingvi came in with a nuke blast, which was incredible. But I like how that all
Literally
played
just
out.
Came out blasting.
Came out blasting, and that set up Armand to go in and like steal a thing, which is completely in line with his character. Henrik was doing everything to just like create a diversion. Obviously, that didn't end out very well in the end, but it's like perfectly in line with his character. He wasn't just gonna go out swinging.
Well, Henrik is really interesting. I mean, this episode so far, we've gotten actually a lot more about him than we had in prior episodes. He clearly has been traveling with Ingvi for some time. He's very caring, but he comes from this culture that even Dorothea seemed to imply was pretty bloodthirsty and brutal.
Yes.
But we learn he's an exile, like in the story, the context of the story. Not obviously the players and the audience knew that because of his title, but we learned that there are other exiles of the mountain clans. We've learned that there is this sort of tumultuous or chaotic political situation going on with them. But it's really interesting because you as a player are always trying to play Henrik as someone who's avoiding conflict. Which, when you look at Henrik, he's this big, beefy, axe-wielding... I mean, I don't want to go into, like, Ludo narrative. Obviously, it's not a real video game. We have all these assets. But it's a really cool character design thing when we play within these constraints. Henrik is a character that, like Tierney, is always carrying a bladed weapon. He always looks aggressive. But you, as a player, are always trying to avoid using it. And there's this cool like thematic interplay there of like always seeing Henrik wielding this axe, being this very big, burly, like muscly, party DPS character. And you didn't take a single combat action this episode that was posted against another player.
Yeah, if there was going to be another round, like mixed in, it would have just been guarding Ingvi.
Yeah. So I think there's a lot of... Oh, go on.
I was saying, unfortunately, chat caught us in a devastating plot hole.
Which is...
What's that?
Which is that Valerian has arm wings, and when he TFs into a crazy god, the symbol of his deityness is that he has 6 limbs now with the wings coming out of his back. But Chad Bat just has 6 wings already. He already has 6 limbs. He already has back wings.
Yeah.
And it's like, hang on, they're the same species.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's
Just that
You
much
don't have to worry
cooler
about
than
it.
you.
I was immediately
about-
texting Kyle. I'm like, do we need to chop his wings off? Of his
don't.
spray?
What does it say about Valerian that when he ascends to a near godhood-like state, that he further resembles his best friend Zatar?
Gay, homosexual, gay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I was
his
gonna say
idea of beauty, of godhood.
Yeah.
Valerian could be like that's why he's a nerd. He's more of a dweeb. He doesn't have he's not a Chad. The Chad bats have the more arms, wings stuff thing going
That's
on.
a separate species. I feel personally attacked by this new god.
The howling god.
I've been personally...
What are you gonna do about it?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna cry?
It's gonna be great when Valerian hides for a couple more rounds of combat to let us chip away at its health, and then comes
Comes out and
into
tames it.
Kill steal.
The deep lore
KS get
is
all the
that
fucking EXP.
the deep lore is that I fucking sent Ka a furry vor text adventure game, and I was like, "There's a scrunt in here from Lady in the Water. That's so fucking
can't
weird.
say
Why
that.
would they think to put a scrunt in here?" And then
can't
he
say
hits
that.
me with the vor scrunt as a fucking god, and I'm like, "What are you doing? Why would you even think to do that either?" The
I'm gonna
scrunt
Google
being
this word
A.K.A.
and just really hope
It's
that
the-
I'm like,
nothing
what the hell's
bad
a
comes up.
scrunt?
It's the grass wolf in Lady in the Water.
Oh right.
Remember
Why
that?
did that have a name?
Yeah.
No.
It's
I
a
remember
Is it the
really
movie
wolf.
where
bad when I
one
left the
guy
movie
lifted a
theater.
weight and he
Yeah,
had one
he had
muscle
the
that was
jack
bigger?
off
That's
arm.
literally
It's also the one where there's a
only thing I remember
critic
about that
in the
movie.
story. He's like, "No, this is how the story goes. This is the part where I valiantly escape," and then he gets eaten by the scrunt.
Oh god, was that Paul Giamatti?
Yeah. No,
God.
Paul Giamatti is in that movie, but he's not the critic. I don't think.
He's
He's
the
the
guy,
main character. Yeah.
That's
the
right. That's right.
That's the one where he
manager or
falls in
whatever.
love with the lady in the lake, but the lady in the lake is in the pool at the apartment, and
Lady in
she's
the
being
water.
hunted by wolves made of grass that just spawn out of the lawn.
I have a very patchy memory of the movie because I put it on when I was working at a video rental store.
Yeah.
So I didn't pay 100% attention.
15
I
years
saw that in
later,
theaters.
furries wrote Vorsmut about that creature, and then Ka put it in the game, apparently.
Incredible.
Fun fact, that was the first god to be drawn.
God damn it.
Oh, cool.
Weird. Is that a coincidence?
Do you have any more production info you'd like to share? Obviously, you just mentioned viewer FlorenceDBadge, guy who's making me a thumbnail right now.
Oh, is he?
Friend of the channel, crocheter extraordinaire who has made many a plushie of our GPG and of our VTubers.
Good luck making that one.
Yeah. He made the little party sprite on the world map. That's so cute.
That's fantastic.
The
It looks
second
so good.
I saw
It's so
it, I
good.
was like, was that Florence's? I wonder. And then it was. So yeah, that's really cool.
That is cool. I really love this.
I love the teams that we're working with. I love the artists that we're working with. The people that we're working with are so good.
The same screen.
Just fuck right off.
Absolutely
the sprite
incredible.
Fucking good.
We use the sprites there too.
Yes. I noticed these and I was like, I love these. I love everything
There's something
about this.
quietly tragic about Ingvi's title in this alternate timeline. Fallen
Yeah.
Star. Fallen
sure.
Star and Chained Beast don't have the same energy as Queen's Blade, Titan Crusher, and Guildmaster.
Yeah, Titan Crush. Yeah,
We're not
this is
doing
the
great, buddy.
Yeah, this is the alternate successful party that kicked ass.
This is fascinating. I really liked the fan theory in chat that someone said where they said at the end of this season it's gonna zoom out and it's gonna be Keaton and Snapper playing this game on a CRT, and the first file is Keaton's and the second is Snapper's, and she's just gonna think he's bad at the game. like, oh, you didn't get the
You
good
lost that
ending.
first fight.
Oh God, I can't believe you lost that battle. I was like, God, that's so fucking
It's like,
funny.
I didn't
We
even
should
know
legitimately.
I didn't even know there was a Valerian route.
Yeah. Oh my God. And of course, Snapper would be like, "I've only played Roblox. This game's too old for me."
She's like, what do you mean you ended up working for your Charizard?
That's super weird. Dude, skill diff. That's so great. I love this. Everything
People
that
have
we've been
found
doing.
their 500th reason to draw Keaton Snapper AU stuff.
Oh, it's been
or EU.
so
Good job.
constant. It's
Predictive.
great.
I'll say Ka is doing an incredible job.
Yeah.
The fact that like every episode has had like we had the FMV intro the first time. We had the name your collected party member the last time. Here we had the save file. Like the fact that these
Yep.
things keep getting sprinkled in is fucking incredible. So
It's
They add
fantastic.
such good flavor.
It's
They're fun to do.
I was talking to Ka after the first session, and just kind of voicing my very sincere opinions. And I was like, every season we've done before this has felt very good, but this feels like it is real. Like it feels like we're actually, in quotation marks, doing it finally. This is a show that I am very proud of, and I have like never been more proud of it at this moment. This is one of those things where it's like I want to tell everyone about it because it's just, I truly think we are doing something that no one else has done before, and the magnitude of that feeling when you feel it about something you are making is crazy. And I'm sure everyone here feels that, but it's just, I look at the numbers on the stream chat, I look at the way people interact with it, I look at the theories that people have all day long, and I just am like, even if we never get any monetary compensation from it, even if it never gets bigger, like, this feels like we've done it. You know what I mean? We made it, and we did a good thing.
Creating this thing, just this thing, will have been a milestone accomplishment.
For
Even
sure.
Yeah.
Like, unbelievably.
At the end of the day, we'll be able to look
unbelievably
back
cool.
on this and say, that's a thick lassie.
Yes. That's a thick lassie.
Those are some thin walls, but that's a thick lassie.
Oh, man. What an incredible season of a TV show that we are making. I'm like, I just am beyond myself. And that gets into things that we've set up for the next episode, which is like, okay, so Tierney has left to go for a walk. Who is he going to talk to? Maybe Gaston, maybe the other mud boots. Maybe Henrik's going to, wander out, or Ingvi's going to wander out to get some air. Maybe Armand. Like, we have all of these plot threads being interwoven in with the flashback to the tavern. This one very important faithful knight that happened to get Tierney to leave with the rest of them before the mud boots were set to go out. And I feel like that inciting incident is so interesting for us as storytellers, because we went into this episode knowing there would be another flashback, but we had no idea what Ka had set up for it. And even in that context of not knowing exactly the scene Ka was going to put before us, we managed to set up seriously interesting plot threads that, like, some of them immediately paid off, others are clearly going somewhere. And I love this method of storytelling. And I feel the same way about Valyrian's flashback, where we just learned more about Valyrian than we've ever learned before. It's just
sympathetic.
Yeah. Oh no, they're making him sympathetic. Oh no, it's gonna turn out that Valyrian isn't really a villain, and maybe there's something more to this whole fucking status quo that isn't good. Oh no, the church is bad in a JRPG? What? Is Tierney gonna need to question whether or not the queen is good or bad? What? Who knows?
Can we truly have a season of no playing games without church bad?
Yeah, without church bad, who knows?
Right,
Remember that time?
Remember,
there's a really subtle subtextual line where we went into a church and then the world got Silent Hilled, and then in the next season we got one of the primary pieces of fan art we have is of Beck shooting a church.
Yep.
And then in season 3 there's an evil religious cult, and then
This one's different though.
I'm really liking the structure of, like, the first half of the episode being all roleplay and the second half of the episode being combat. I know it's not always going to be like this, but it is extremely satisfying from, like, a player standpoint. The pacing is very good.
It's also
really
nice that we
good.
can do combat without getting just obliterated like every other system we've played.
I feel,
we do play horror systems.
Yeah.
I feel so profoundly powerful in this system. It's crazy. Like, I'm never worried about going down.
even though you lost your first fight.
Did I almost one-shot Gloria?
We lost our
You
first
did.
fight.
She had, I think, 50 health, and you hit her with 44 since it was doubled.
Oh, God. That was
We
high
lost
roll.
our first fight because Valerian cheated. Okay.
He did cheat. He did metagame
You're
with
not
Ka.
allowed to summon twice, Mom said.
Yeah,
Mom
it's my
said-
turn with the controller.
You're not
You
allowed
can play
that-
with the Mad Cats.
You can't have a build.
Obviously, we revealed a lot about Tierney this episode, but for the lore heads out there, he revealed that his actual name is Turgelvok Nadine. That is his lordly name. So
Good luck spelling
for all
that.
of good luck spelling that. I put it in chat. It's not spelled the way you think because it's an Irish name. Who would have thought?
They're full of a lot of surprise letters.
Not me doing more Irish stuff. Who knows? Someone else pointed out that Tierney being collared makes him a lot like Cahulin, which is also not intentional, but just a wonderful coincidence. So I really
You
like
are a
that.
rowdy
as well.
lad.
I'm a rowdy lad.
Cuchulainn,
I'm Valyrian's
famously the most rowdy boy in history.
the most rowdy boy in history, who is now Valyrian's attack dog, I guess. So this is a whole thing. But once again, for those.
Grr.
Oh, Rutger, so cute. And Ka gave his last name. His name is Rutger Howler.
How
it
are you
related to the Hound
how are
Dog?
you gonna credit that to Ka?
I'm just staying
keep
silent over
his
here, like,
voice
okay,
that
I'll take it.
What? Although you did in one episode name 2 dogs Rutger and Rauger, and I'm going to have to punish that. The doc at a point.
Was it Rauger or Ralger?
Ralger.
Like Rauger's
R-A-L-G-Y-R.
Oh, slightly.
Yeah, fairly common name. Like Henrik already knows 2 other people with that same name.
Yeah, there's so many
Apparently.
Ralgers back home.
Excuse me, my son is also named Ralger.
It's right next to Bort.
Oh, I'm so
Exactly.
happy that Rutger is not dead in the cave-in, though, because
Yeah.
that would have been very tragic and sad.
No, that was
the fact that-
extremely funny that we left him in a
Ka
cave
brought
in,
that
and then Ka was like, I had this really
I
like
was-
lifelong fear of dying in a cave in specifically.
It would really suck if I specifically died in a cave-in. That is the
I
worst
had
thing
a-
that could ever possibly happen. Is if I died in a cave-in that someone else caused.
Yeah,
Maybe
like
by
by
magic.
like a sheep.
It would have been a waste of the,
Like,
it would have been a waste of the cast, but like I had a mental image of cutting away to like showing what happened to them on the other side, and like literally everyone being crushed to death aside from him. So like it'd be like amazing. Like, no, you're not going to be. You'll be fine.
It
And then
just shrugs
he's
like,
literally.
I guess that's a freebie.
Yeah.
I see that viewers already surgically extracted screenshots of Hoodless Valerian for fan art the second it appeared.
Incredible.
I'm gonna have to put that up on the Patreon.
Like, he had LaRue hair the whole time.